Hey everyone, Ronnie Rowe back with you again for another rendition of Ronnie Rowe Designs. And I'd like to welcome each and every one of you back. And so the folks out there that don't know who I am or what I do, my name is Ronnie Rowe. I do cross stitch designs. I've been designing for about 43 years now. And I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Really appreciate your time. I hope you get something out of these videos. And for you folks that have seen my designs in the past, I'm going to show you new things tonight. And we're going to talk a little bit about process that I go through with designing that we brought up sometime earlier in a conversation on Fiber Talk with Gary Parr. But first of all, what I want you to do, hit the little subscribe button. I really appreciate that a whole lot. That will help me. As I've said in the past, don't know if it's going to help you, but it sure helps me. Um, so anyway, I have my teleprompter with me. This is my teleprompter. Wrote down a few little things so I'll know what I'm talking about. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Cami. Cami, uh, really appreciate the ornament you sent to me. It's hanging on the tree. That was so kind of you, and also the picture that you sent of the cross stitch design. That was very nice. I appreciate that very, very much. And Cami, thank you for the ornament. That was really sweet of you. Um, what else is going on? A lot of good comments this past month since we've done this. I guess it's been about 3 or 4 weeks now, and some of them I like to get to tonight. Um, but first of all, what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Fiber Talk, like I said. Well, we've been doing my process I go through. Going to show you my new picture that I've completed, which is um, they go to sea. And this is a picture of the boat going by the lighthouse. And last video I did show you where I was stitching that, and tonight I've got it all finished, and I'm going to be showing you that as well. But anyway, to get started, it's not going to be a real long video tonight. Um, just to cover a few things. First of all, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great Christmas and Happy New Year, because I know I won't be doing another video till sometime in 2025. When I get my next design, when I'm coming along with that, I'll show you the progress I've done on that. What else is new? I'm growing up. I'm growing. I don't know what you call it, but that's what I'm doing. I just decided to do that. I don't know why. One of my friends at the Y that I see in the mornings, they have one, and so I decided, the heck, I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. It can't make me look any worse. So, but anyway, it can't make me look any better either, for that matter. Um, so anyway, about a month ago, I guess it's been about a month ago now, I got a call from Gary Parr, who hosts a podcast. It's Fiber Talk with Gary Parr, and they do it at a Sassy Jack's stitchery in North Carolina. And this is a hour-long video that he sits down, talks to a lot of people in the business, a lot of not just cross stitch, but he does a lot of needlepoint designers from all over, really all over the world. And he was so gracious to give me a call and set up a time that we could get together and discuss some things and talk about cross stitch and what I do and what I've been doing and some of my older designs. And so we talked a lot, and I encourage you to go back and look at that. If you go in and type Ronnie Rowe Fiber Talk, you'll see that conversation I had with Gary. One thing that did come out of that conversation was my process that I go through. And one particular thing he asked me was, do I stitch my own designs? And the answer to that is, folks that watched this video before, yes, I stitch all of my own designs. And he asked me, I guess, why do I do that? Why not just do a design, put it out there, and go to the next one? Well, when I started cross stitching a long time, 43 years ago, my first design, Um, I wanted to finish that one before I went to something else because as a lot, I have a tendency, and I know a lot of other people probably do also, is to start something and you get working on it and you spend some time on it and you set it down, you see something else, say, hey, I'm gonna do that one. Well, I have a tendency to do that. I will do that also, I know. And I do it with a lot of things, but I don't do it in cross stitch. I've always sit down and as I told Gary, I don't I don't finish I don't think a design is done and complete until it's all framed up, the wire on the back of it, and it's ready to hang. It's ready to put somewhere, whether or not in your bedroom, your den, or give it away as a gift. That's the process that I pretty much stick to. And by doing that, it takes me a long time to do a design because I can sit down and design something like I do for individuals. They send me pictures of their children, their grandkids, their dogs, cats, you name it. And I can work out a design for them. I can give them a design just like if you went to a needlework shop and bought that particular pattern of the picture that you sent me, I can give you a design. And I do a lot of things with that. I change a lot of things and make sure and work with the customer to make sure everything is to their satisfaction. Anyway, getting off the subject a little bit. But anyway, what I do is I always finish mine. I want to finish each design and ready to hang. And so that's what takes so long, the stitching process. And if you've got a design that's a fairly complicated, not complicated, but fairly large design. It does take many, many weeks, if not months, to do that. And so I don't really get into the next one until I finish that one. I will do some planning on the next design. I'll sit down and I'll plan out and think of what I want to do. But as far as sitting down and really developing it and getting to the point where I need to cross stitch it, now I wait till I finish the one I'm on. So anyway, that was what Gary and I talked about, amongst a lot of other things that I think you'd like to hear. And I found it enjoyable. Gary's a very nice guy. He does a great service to all the needlework industry out there today, and highlighting a lot of various folks, a lot of very talented people, I might say. Okay, before we do anything else, um, they go to see. This is my new design. Got it all framed. I do build the frames. As I told Gary, I build the frames. I do everything. And I mat it, I frame it. And so, again, I apologize for the glass. I know you're going to see some glare on this, but it's okay. You can live with that. But anyway, this is my new design. They go to sea. That's what I called it. And this is a boat going by a lighthouse and the waves coming up. And it's got some perspective to it. I like the perspective area in here with the size of the lighthouse and the waves. So get a little bit closer here so you can really see that. So anyway, that's what I came up with. What I had problems with this design, what really threw me a little bit was what to do with the back of the boat. I wanted the boat coming at somewhat of an angle out, not straight towards you, not sideways, but an angle. But I didn't know what to do with the back of the boat. So along in here, I put a bunch of what I thought was fishing traps, or if you were crab pots, or whatever you might want to put, barrels or whatever. So it's kind of a little confusing on that. But anyway, put some waves over the top of it, and they pretty much were hiding the back of the boat from me. So, but anyway, I framed this. I built the frame. I framed it in three mat boards this time, a navy blue, a red, and a white on the outside. I think it turned out very well. And one reason I did this design on this long instead of a regular square or somewhat of a rectangular design was because the fabric right here, I had this piece of fabric left over from all of the fabric that Amy Witchell, they send me up with Witchell Imports. And I had this one piece of fabric. I didn't want to go to waste. So I said, heck, I'm going to figure out a design I can do to utilize that piece of material. So that's what I did. So this is what we came up with. And I liked it. I think it's nice. It's now out on Etsy along with the last one I did, which was the cabin, if you remember the cabin. And so I'll put a picture up here shortly of that. And but anyway, those two are out on Etsy right now in PDF format. I might mention where you can download those. But anyway, this is the Go to Sea. So anyway, and again, it's not finished until the wire is on the back of the picture. But anyway, that's what I've been working on. Um, since I finished that, I've got a new design I've come up with, and I enjoy doing this boat. I live in Hampton Roads, which is the eastern part of Virginia, near Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and we're near the Atlantic Ocean, and so we do a. I really like we see a lot of boats in this area, and so my next one I'm going to be doing is going to be of a canoe, a little rowboat. I've got a rowboat idea that I want to do. And so it's a little bit different. It's not just a boat sitting there, but it's got to have a lot of color. It's going to really look good, I think, when I get it. I started working, have not started stitching it yet. I'm going to get ready to stitch it here very shortly. And so I've been working on that. So that's what Ronnie Rowe has been doing since we talked the last time. Um, Not much more going on in my world other than the beard. Next time I see you, maybe this will be a little bit longer. Maybe it'll be gone. Who knows? Um, anyway, getting ready for Christmas. Been out doing some shopping, got some things done in those areas. Getting ready to visit family at Christmas, and so as well as I know all of you probably will also. But anyway, I hope each again, like me, as I said before, I hope each and every one of you have a very, very Merry Christmas and I'm most happy New Year. And before I go, like I tell you every time we get together, the one thing I want you to do is stay safe and come back to see me when you can. Bye bye.